All it said in the paper was, part-time help wanted. That was it. Patricia was sitting in her backyard, and she told me to sit down, and I sat, and she just kept talking on this phone call. So I was getting really antsy. She obviously wasn't interested. So just as I was getting up to leave, this black cat jumped up on my knee, and I was petting him and talking to him. Patricia caught my eye, and she said, "Bigfoot doesn't like anyone. Can you start tomorrow at 9?" So I left, and my husband was waiting for me in the car. He said, "What happened?" And I said, "I think I just got hired by a cat. I start tomorrow at 9, and I have no idea what the job is." That was literally the start to our relationship. With you.
The most important thing you have in life is your body.
Paul Bragg was Patricia's father. He started Bragg back in 1912. It's a line of products that encourages people to enjoy the process of getting healthy. He began with a few products, and he, in the end, expanded it to 365 products. Paul's mission was to make everybody aware that your health is your wealth, that what you put into your body fueled it.
You are what you eat. Age has nothing to do with what happens in your body.
Paul was a dynamo speaker, and every time he gave a lecture, people would flock to do whatever he told them. And he had Hollywood stars, he had all kinds of followers, and Patricia was part of all that learning. And Patricia's responsibility when they were together was to always make everything work. And I think when Paul passed away, she really didn't know how to take on the lead role. It was always about Paul. I think what sparked her confidence was a gradual understanding that people were not just interested in Paul, that they were really following her now. As she started to get more and more recognition, she started to do a lot of radio shows herself, and people coming up to her at the expo and expressing how much they love Bragg and wanting pictures with her. I think people are just drawn to follow her because she's so positive about what she wants. They know that she knows what she's doing, and they just follow.
She is just 4'11" to 4'10", but her attitude and her presence is about 6'6".
She is potentially one of the most authentic and remarkable people I've ever met. She is a firecracker.
She mixes and matches. It doesn't matter if it's stripes, flowered, print, as long as it's wild, vibrant colors.
She's just always positive about things.
I've seen many circumstances and even experienced it personally where she's gone out of her way to help someone outside of work.
Here with Patricia Bragg, ahead of Bragg Live Food products, and also the lady that gave me my first guitar at 13.
Patricia started out being good friends with Katy Perry's mom and dad.
I was introduced to Patricia after having read her book, The Miracle of Fasting. I wrote Patricia a letter, and she wrote me back. It was amazing. And she gave me her phone number. And we talked for about an hour, and we became fast friends. We were in the church, and then Katy would sing. Patricia saw this all, and I'd tell her about it all the time. And then she heard it too. And so one day she said, "I'm going to buy you a guitar." And Katy still has that guitar.
You know, it was so selfless what you did, because you kind of like, she put up the money for the guitar, but she said, "Oh, the church paid for it," or whatever. It was a collective, but you know you did it. It was awesome. And it was the point, I think, for me where I was like, oh, someone believes in me. Why did you buy me that first guitar?
Because I felt that it would be wonderful for you to be able to play the guitar and add music to the world. I feel very thankful for all the miracles, the blessings that I've had all these years.
And I'm sure Paul was similar in that way too, right?
He was just amazing. He gave me guidance in life, and he gave it to the world. Let's celebrate.
Are you excited?
Yes. Woohoo! Thank you.
What you eat and drink walks and talks tomorrow. You are a breathing machine. Oxygen, the miracle of life, oxygen. And you are what you think. And next is what you say. Words are living. Are they good? Are they kind? Are they necessary? And next is what you do. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what you do with your life.